The reason the mid-range game is gone is because most of the guys who shoot threes can't get to the basket. See, I set up my mid-range because I can get to the basket, so if I had a full head of steam going to the basket, I can stop and pull up. Right. And I can effectively shoot the three. That made my mid-range game so much dangerous because I knew at the end of games and clutch shots, I could get to the mid-range.
Right, shake the defense.
And get an unchallenged shot because they respected my ability to go to the basket and my three-point shot. But, you know, not every offensive player can do all three.
They're not all Paul Pierce out there.
Not everyone's Paul Pierce. Not everyone's a future Hall of Famer. This is the way
I gotta say, like, it wasn't like I wasn't aware of it. I'm very aware of how the Spurs play. But when you watch the Spurs play like last night here in LA, it is shocking. You're so used to seeing a three-pointer like every other time down the court. And when you see LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan and Rudy Gay repeatedly taking 18-footers, it likes a shock to the system. And it's one of the reasons probably why Pop is sort of pushed back on that. Because he's like, well, you know, the three-pointer is too important. Well, his team is stocked with guys who happen to be good at the mid-range.
I mean, and look, Popovich has done a great job through his very long tenure in San Antonio about adjusting his style to the players he has. We saw that the way he won those titles were very different styles of play from each other. So I think he has tried to do that again with these guys. But as you point out, you've got that whole math problem and three being more than two. The problem with trying to turn, these are so nice to watch. The problem with trying to turn two-point mid-range shooters into three-point shooters, which is obviously what the Raptors tried to do with DeMar DeRozan when they had him last year, is if you don't make those three-point shots, 2 is more than 0. And that is where your math problem can fall apart. Well, so if you have to say, look, this is what the guys can shoot, and we at least want those 2 points, that is the way to go. It's better than 0. It's just not as much as 3 when you're going shot for shot.
I hate to be old school reductive, but I think what you're looking for is the best shot. And if DeMar DeRozan from 18 feet is better from DeMar DeRozan from 23 feet.
That's my point. Then 2 is better than 0. If he can't consistently make the three-pointer, which, by the way, he did show last year. It's not like he can't make a three-pointer.
Right, but there are certain teams who don't even want to talk about guys who make 18-footers. They'll pass on guys who make 18-footers and get guys who make 23-footers, and they'll try, like you said, to pull those guys outward. And that's where we're in a different era.